So, but if you really don't want to write your copy, here's how you can hire a copywriter. So a good place to get them is Upworks, and this is upworks.com or fiverr.com. Generally, you'll get a little higher quality, more professional people from Upworks, but then you're going to pay more for them. So depending on your budget, you know, people on Fiverr used to literally be $5. They're not really anymore, but you can still find them at a very low price point on Fiverr, but you're not getting as professional. Either way, ask them to see some copy they've written for other books, particularly other books similar to yours, and read through it and see, does this work for you? Does this match what I've been talking about here? Does it intrigue you? And so you can get a sense of this, if it's going to work for you as well. Alternatively, you can also hire copywriters through book service providers such as Lulu, Friesen, Westbox, or myself. I have copywriters that work for me, so I can certainly get copy done for you. But in all of these cases, you're basically paying now for both the copywriter and the middleman. So it's cheaper if you just hire them directly, but then you do have to go through the whole hiring process and evaluating and if you want to make it simple, then pay a little bit more, but make it simpler for yourself, then you can just use a service like mine and get a copywriter that's already going to be good and to just do up your copy, and you'll have somebody in your corner working with you to make the copy to your satisfaction. And now this last point, this is cutting edge, folks. This is like the future. So I don't know if you guys have been following up on talk about Chat GPT and DALL-E, but these are AI, artificial intelligence applications, which are now publicly available. So you can just Google Chat GPT. It is run by OpenAI, so you'll see openai.com. It's so busy right now, you kind of have to book a time. You got to put in your name and email, and they'll tell you when you can talk to Chat GPT. But basically, the future is now. All those science fiction movies you've seen from like 2001 to everything where people are talking to their ship or talking to a robot companion, and the ship or the robot companion or whatever is responding to them in a natural sounding conversation and can basically answer anything that they ask. That's Chat GPT, and it is here now today. So why am I talking about this? Because it actually writes good sales copy. That's the surprising thing. It understands all these principles that I've been talking about, and it can write good sales copy for you. Now, there's a lot of limitations. Although it's really surprisingly and somewhat frighteningly good at what it does, it's still not 100%. It's still a lot of logic errors. So you still need to know, be the final say on what works and what doesn't work and change things up to suit. But if you just want free, good copy, it is an option, and I'm sure as time goes by, this kind of AI is just going to continue to improve, probably at a frightening rate. But if you are going to use something like Chat GPT, you do have to give it all the specifics, right? Currently, you can't just upload your book to it and say, write a review. That might happen in the near future. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. But, you can say, hey, as the author, can you write a book review for the sales page on, a book of this genre with this, storyline, blah, 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 for an audience that are females 25 to 40, with the intent to get them interested in the book and to buy, right? And it will put out sales copy for you. It's just like, okay, sure. And you got some pretty good sales copy out of it. It's amazing. And as I say, this is likely the future. Just as an aside, it has a counterpart called DALL-E, which does the same thing with art. And I just saw a book cover that was done using DALL-E, and DALL-E just says, not a book cover, let me rephrase that, the image for the book cover. It can't, design a cover for you, but it generated an image. And you can basically type anything in. You can say, give me a picture of a town in France in the rain in a style of, some famous artist, and it will create from scratch a picture that you would think was done by that artist depicting that scene, right? You can put in anything, a half monkey, half whale jumping over the moon with a rainbow circling them, anything in any style. And you can say, make that photorealistic or put it in a kid's drawing kind of style, and it will. And it is kind of frightening. And there's already a lot of hubbub from copy editors, from artists, from like lots of people who are like, this is going to take away our jobs. And yes, there's a good chance that that's going to happen. But this is the future. This is here now. You can access these tools today to do that, and they're only going to improve. So I'm including this in here now because I know we're going to be talking probably more about these things as they only continue to get better in the future.